Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, good day. Hello, hello, hello. Back here for a second live stream. For those of you that just got added to the group in the last 20 minutes or so, my name is Justin Halliday. We are the Cash FX Power Team, and this message comes from Luigi and I, as well as all of the Power Team members that have jumped on board. Well over 12,000. I haven't had a chance to check today, but I think we've got people coming in anywhere between 150, about 100 to 150 new signups a day coming into the Power Team. So first and foremost, I want you guys to give yourselves a huge round of applause. Congratulations. So many people out there are hustling and working and building. It is, I mean, I was just telling one of my good friends that when we got started on July 15th, and this video is about perspective. I want to give you guys a little perspective from my view. I was just telling a good friend of mine, when we got involved back on July, I think it was July 10th or 11th, we opened the doors for pre-launch on July 15th. I was telling a good friend of mine that, I'll be honest with you, when we got involved, we didn't see anything. Like, we didn't have live trades. We didn't know the brokers were regulated. I mean, we knew they were regulated because they told us they were regulated, but we didn't know who the broker was. We didn't know who the traders were. Listen, I drove to Orlando. It took a 2-hour drive to Orlando. I sat down with our CEO, Oscar Lopez, and I had a real conversation with him for 6 hours. Because what I wanted to know was, this all sounds great, but can you guys execute? Can you execute? Having good intentions is one thing, but companies fail every day with good intentions. And so my mission was to determine, can Waskar and Edwin execute this vision? Vision looks great on paper. Can you execute? So we talked about what they've done the last 2 years. What's going on, Pastor? What's going on, Jay? Hey, Brad. Hey, Mercy, Thomas, Michael, Steve. Thanks for popping in here. Projects fail every day. Every day, companies go out of business every day that had the greatest of intentions. And so during that meeting, it was my goal to determine, can these guys execute? And so I want to give you guys just a little perspective, sort of what has happened over the last 7 months up until today, and what we expect to see over the next 6 months. First and foremost, everything the company promised us in pre-launch has been delivered. Everything. 100%. Nothing has been left out. The last maybe little piece that we're waiting for is a complete office. And that's coming along on schedule. On schedule. As you know, we got a chance to see the office at the launch in November when we flew out to Panama. We got to meet the registered, regulated, licensed brokers, and not just meet them, but literally sit down for 3 days and ask them the difficult questions and verify that, is this real? We got to meet the traders and identify that, yes, they are real. They have trading experience. They know how the market works. They've built EAs. They've built algorithms. They've built artificial intelligence. We got to determine all that, but then we got to go and see the office. And the office was unfinished. In fact, it was a surprise for some of us because we were expecting to see sort of this finished office. But more transparency, the owner of the building was there. Multi-billionaire owner of the building was there. And he got to talk to us a little bit about his relationship with Waskar. The lead architect was there, and so she got to go over the plans and some of the time frames. And then, of course, they had this amazing trade wall behind us with 40 flat screen TVs. Mark Thompson has an amazing video out there, if you guys haven't seen it, that talks about, does a company that's looking to get in and out quickly with your money, do they invest this type of energy, this type of technology, this type of money into a business? And so we got to see all that. Now, during these 4 months of pre-launch, July, I guess it was July, August, September, October, first week of November, we launched the company. We were promised a lot of things. We were promised that at the main launch event, the grand launch event in Panama, they were going to have their broker on stage. And we were like, No company's ever done that before. Most companies really aren't trading. And if they are, they're not going to tell you who their broker is. So, okay, we believed it. In fact, I just got off the phone with our Vice President of Trade Operations, Edwin Abad, and he was just telling me, Justin, I really want to thank you and Luigi and the rest of the power team that has taken action and jumped in before physically seeing everything. That's called faith, guys. It's called faith. Now, when you walk by faith in business, if you're an entrepreneur, you know that it doesn't always work out in your favor. Stick around with this whole video, guys, because I believe it's going to be valuable, and then I'm giving everybody the permission to kind of share it out there. But when you walk by faith, things don't always turn out as they appear to. And Edwin was just, and I wanted to pass this on to you. He was just thanking the power team and for trusting these guys, for believing before seeing, and so they promised us that the brokers were going to be on stage. Then they told us that we were going to get to meet all of the representatives for the company, the traders, the engineers. They promised us a web TV, meaning that we were going to see the trades. That's more transparency. And just a real company. They promised us a real company. They promised an office. They promised all of this stuff. And when we got to the launch event in Panama, I'm trying to look for something to put my phone. My arm's already getting tired. We got everything we expected. We met EverFX. We met the COO. Now listen, when you're dealing, if you guys don't know about this, when you're a broker and you're regulated, there's a lot of pressure on you. There's a lot of regulations from government agencies. And so to get up on stage and to say the things that they said about the relationship with CashFX, about the nothing short of miraculous success and trades that they're seeing, to be able to post on a website that we have a 90% positive trade execution, that's winning trades, to talk about, I think it was 40-some% profit, to get on stage and expose those things as a regulated broker and them not be true. So we met the brokers. And like I said, we had a chance to sit down and get to know them. Every one of you that came to Panama spent time with the brokers. Then we met the traders. Johnny Wilson, well, it starts with Edwin, who's been trading for what now, 4 or 5 years, since I think 2015 or 2016. And his team, which is 4, Johnny Wilson, John number 2 with the gray hair of wisdom, silver hair, Hildo, software engineer, and Javier. And so we got a chance again in a very intimate, very personal setting, spent a lot of time with these guys. Everybody that came to Panama sat down in sessions individually and asked these guys the difficult questions. And guys, when I say everybody that took the time to come to Panama, spending their own money or winning a free trip, time, energy, and effort it takes to travel around the world. Listen, I got to tell you what, man, it's physically draining to travel. Some people came to Panama from the other side of the world, just like I went to Asia from this side of the world. That's a tiring trip. And so everybody that came and actually invested their time, energy, effort, and money walked away satisfied. Walked away. I mean, I personally spoke with every single person. As a leader in this company, I wanted to spend time with every member. Pay attention, guys. With every member that came to Panama. Get to know them personally and start building a relationship. And so I personally asked every single person that came to that event, did you see what you needed to see? And it was a resounding 100% across the board, yes. We're satisfied. This company, they appear to be real. They appear to have delivered on everything they said they were going to deliver. Now the web TV launched, and it wasn't live trades. And what people have to understand is they're developing this. Again, no company has ever done this. They're developing this in the back office from scratch, working with layers of information, layers. EverFX being the broker, you have the market, which is where the Forex is traded. Then you have the broker that connects to the market. Then you have our back office. You have to have a tool that displays it. We use YouTube, and so they spent 4 months in pre-launch building this out, and we got version 1 at the launch, and version 1 was a web TV. And that web TV, what they took was a week's worth of trades and recorded them, and then had them on playback in the back office. And the skeptics came out barking, you know, that's a Hollywood production. That's though anybody can make those videos. And you're right, probably can. But we knew that they didn't do that. I mean, we knew that they didn't do that. So we kept building. We kept building, we kept calling people, and we kept supporting you guys. We traveled to South Africa, we traveled, you know, to Malaysia, we traveled to the Philippines, we're traveling 4 countries in Europe, we're traveling through Canada, we're going back to the Africas this year, we're planning on Australia, we're planning on coming to Indonesia and Hong Kong later in the 3rd or 4th quarter. And so when you think about the timeline of what has happened, we get to the launch and they deliver 100%. We get version 1 of the web TV, and now we're finding out, okay, they're going to come out with the live trades. We're finding that they're going to come out with copy trades. They're going to give us the ability to open up our own broker account. So now we're on phase 2. And what's phase 2? Phase 2 is some more promises. Right? Promises to have copy trading. It's not here yet. We're believing by faith that we're going to get copy trades. Promises that we were going to get live trades. And today is a it's a historical day, guys. Guys, we need to do our job as members of this company to make sure that videos like this filter out to the whole company. We don't have a small team. We have almost 13,000 members. And again, we're looking at over 100 new members a day. So as for those of you that are popping on here live, make sure that you tag your teams. Make sure that your people come and watch this. Make sure that they're in this Facebook group. For those that aren't, make sure you get, I'm going to put this video on Vimeo, and I'm going to get a recording out to you guys. But make sure this gets circulated within the entire power team, and then feel free to share this with your prospects, because this is the real truth. This is not, again, I talked about it earlier, this is not some blogger who did not spend his time, energy, and effort or money to fly to Panama, to interview the traders, to interview the brokers, to interview the owners, to actually see if it's real. What they did was they put some BS. I wish I could use the term, but I don't like those terms coming out of my mouth, especially not in a professional setting, but I try not to use that language. They put some bull crap honest review, so that you can type in CashFX review, so that you can land on their blog or video, and then you can, you know, read their honest review, and then you can click on their #1 opportunity, because every one of them has an MO. Their MO is hope that you find their review, you believe that they actually took the time, energy, and effort to research this company, and then you click on their #1 income opportunity and you join them. It's really a shame that people have to do that. Tear down companies. You'll never once in my entire career ever hear me tear down a company so that I can lift mine up. Never happen. You'll never hear me tear down another marketer so that I can lift myself up. And you shouldn't do it either. We should be lifting everybody up in this space. We're all after the same dream and the same goals. And that's this. That's time freedom. That's to be on a Tuesday at my house while my family is inside and never missing a moment. When you get involved in this space, that's everybody's goal. The people say, I want to make more money. Yeah, but why do you want to make more money? Do you want to travel? We don't live luxurious lives. You know, we have a gorgeous home, but we don't live luxurious lives. And so today the live trades came out, and there will be some naysayers that say it's still a Hollywood production. But I just got off the phone with 2 pro traders. Again, in my last video, I told you, if somebody tells you they're a day trader and they challenge what we're doing and they're broke, you don't want to take that advice from that person. Just like you don't want to take real estate advice from a homeless person. I just got off the phone with 2 of my friends, pro traders. They're killing it. They're absolutely killing it. They've been doing it for years. And I just showed them what we have, and they said absolutely 100% verifiable. Absolutely 100% verifiable. Unless they gave you the login and password to their MT4 account, we have access to see everything. Now, once the copy trades come out and you have the ability to open up your own account with EverFX, put your own funds in there, compound your funds, that's when I think the last 1% of the skeptics are going to literally stick their foot in their mouth, because they won't have anything to stand on. They will still throw stones, but those stones won't affect us, so to speak. So today is really a historical day here at CashFX. It's a historical day for the power team, and so we are going to push, guys. If you're watching this, Luigi and I are going to be setting up some meetings with the different country groups, and so we're going to have a weekly mastermind with our Malaysian team. We're going to have a weekly mastermind with our Philippines team, with our Poland team, with our Norway team, with our London team, with our Canadian team, with our Mexico team. These are the teams all over the world. We want to make sure that you guys have the resources and tools wherever you are located to take this to the next level, because I'm telling you, everyone's coming. Everyone's coming. There's no company in the space that is delivering the way we are delivering here at CashFX. There's no company in the space that has the technology we have, that has the... Listen, our owners are not perfect. No human being on this planet is perfect. But I can tell you what, they care about us. They care about their name. They care about their company. They care about us partners. And so, you know, Ron, I don't know if you're going to watch this video, but Ron, I want to extend to Ron Pope, and all you guys should as well. And in fact, maybe tag him in this video. Ron, we want to thank you for your time, energy, and effort, man. Ron works around the clock for this project. Ron is not corporate. Ron is an affiliate. He's my sponsor. Ron is an affiliate. And Ron and the Conversion Pros have invested a lot of time, energy, and effort into this project, securing our future, guys. And so give Ron a thank you. Ron, I want to personally thank you for your time, energy, and effort here, man. You're one of the good ones, man. You're a great one. And so I just want to extend that. Again, I don't know if Waskar and Edwin are going to see this, but again, thank you, Waskar and Edwin, for finally delivering a company that we can trust in, a company that we can believe in, a company that we can... Listen, I've got now people from the church are reaching out. John and Michael and several others. My uncle is in, and my aunt, and finally have a company that I could, you know, feel confident and sign them up and not have to say, listen, this thing might not be around in 6 months, so be prepared to pull some funds out. No, it's not like that here. Now, nobody knows the future. We do know that the company has also promised to get us compliant in the U.S. And what I've heard now several times, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I love to hear that. It's not if we can get registered, it's when. The attorneys are confident. They have the plan, the path forward, and now it's just about executing it. And so, you know, phase 1 has been implemented, and that's the message on the joint page that simply states we are accepting members outside of the U.S. That's phase 1. I'm not going to get into the details on this live, but I will tell you that phase 2 is going to be the blocking of IP addresses from the U.S. So there will come a time frame, whether it's we don't know how short it is, that anybody from the U.S. that has a U.S. IP address that tries to join, that they'll be blocked completely. We know KYC is coming. Again, KYC stands for Know Your Customer. KYC and AML is a requirement if you want to do business in the U.S. They need to know who your customers are, and they need to know, is the money clean? And so KYC and AML is coming. For those of you that don't know, it's simply uploading a government ID. And probably a selfie. I don't know the extent of what they're going to ask for, but it's just a driver's license or a passport. I just went through that on Kraken. I just set up a new Kraken account. I had to send my passport. I had to send a copy of my IDs. I had to send a little note with a signature on it. I had to send a statement from that shows my address, all of that to be able to trade on top tier levels, to be able to pull as much money out as I can, and that sort of stuff. So that's kind of standard. Again, no company has even tried to go through that process in the US because they know they're not legal, and they know what they're doing is not legal. And so why they figure, why even try when we're just going to get shut down? Not Cash FX, they're going for it. And I can tell you guys something, it's going to cost Waskar and Edwin, it's going to cost the company a pretty penny to get it all done, but they're going to get it done. And I think it's going to be done sooner than later. And we don't have any time frames. Maybe it's 2 months, maybe it's 6 months. We don't know. The goal is to hopefully have it in place by Punta Cana, which we know now is May 21st to the 25th, I think. If I'm wrong on those dates, somebody can correct me. But that's also my birthday weekend, so plan for a big party on the 24th. We're going to have a big party somewhere on that island, and everybody is invited. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to take this company to the next level. So our perspective is 7 months ago, I got a call from Ron Pope, a gentleman that I admire, a gentleman that I respect, a gentleman that has taught me more about just business, but I tell you guys, marriage and parenting and just being a really good human being. Ron called me and said, hey man, I got something you need to take a look at. I told you guys I had one question for Ron. He said, sure, what is it? I said, did you take a position? He said, absolutely. I said, you don't have to say any more, we're in. We're in. Then of course we got to thanks Hazel, we got to meet Waskar on a call and had a really good feeling about this gentleman. Then I drove out to Orlando and had like a 5 or 6 hour meeting with him, and realized this is somebody we could do business with. This is somebody who can execute. This is somebody that has the experience, the know-how, the wisdom, they can execute, and they're executing, guys. How excited are we about Cash FX? On a scale from 1 to 10, your excitement level about what we've seen in Cash FX, drop it in the comments, 1 to 10, and be honest. If you're a 3, you're a 3. If you're a 10, you're a 10. So we got started. We built for 4 months, having faith in the owners, having faith in their promises, having faith in what they kept telling us they were going to deliver. And when we got to Panama in November, we were blown away. We were so blown away that when we got to the launch in Panama, we actually hit the rank of President's Club, and Luigi and I got a freaking Porsche. Can you believe that? My heart still kind of pitters faster than normal when I say that. And Luigi has the Porsche. It's up there in Canada. We're going to be picking it up later in the month. We're going to get it wrapped with some CFX logos, and we're going to take it to some of the Canadian events. And we got that Porsche because you guys. We didn't get that. We didn't win the Porsche. You guys won the Porsche. I mean, let's be honest. You guys won the Porsche. You guys, the ladies and gentlemen here that walked across stage and won iPads and Rolex watches and trips for 2, our executives, our managers, our directors, you guys are going to be next in line for the Porsche, which means we're going to win a Ferrari. And then you guys are going to be next in line for the Ferrari, which means we're going to win a Lamborghini. Like, can you believe it, where we're at right now? And so I just have such gratitude in my heart and gratefulness that I want to thank each and every one of you guys that are in. And we want to be here to support each and every one of you. Reach out to people. Everybody's coming, guys. Everybody's coming. The next wave is coming. The next wave is going to be 50,000 members. And it's our goal here, the Power Team. We have all agreed in verbal communication that we want to impact 100,000 lives in 2020, 100,000 families. We want to impact 100,000 families in 2020. And I believe we're going to surpass that number. But I like to set realistic expectations. So here we are today. Your back office shows real live trades. When you log in and you click on one of those crosshairs, you also have to understand the strategies here. These guys aren't sitting in the market for hours and hours and hours. They get in, they get out. They get in, they get out. We're not looking for 1,000 pip trades. We're looking for smaller pips. We scalp, we swing, we get out. So if you click on one of those pairs, if we're in an active trade, you'll see a dotted line across the screen. It'll either say buy or sell. that means we're in an active trade. If it doesn't, it'll show you a pip count and how many trades were placed on that pair, and that means we're out. That means we've gotten our win or loss, and we're out of the trade. If it's a loss, it would have been a stop loss would have been set, and we might have lost a couple of pips. So it's also about timing. You'll also see in there on the left-hand side in the MT4 window, for those of you that don't know how MT4 works, and I'm sure some of you guys are going to put out some of our YouTubers will have some much better videos than the video I put out with some explanatory stuff. But if you're looking at the MT4 app on the left-hand side, you'll see the little tree, the little folders, and I think it says something like EverFX Real. Real 1. I think it says EverFX Real 1, and then below it there's like a 7 or an 8-digit code. That's the actual account that CFX owns with EverFX. That's also going to be tied to our copy trades, so that number will match once we're able to open up our copy trades account. But again, that's version 2 of the Web TV, and Edwin even mentioned that over the next days and weeks they're going to be modifying and enhancing what we see. But we have the live trades, the copy trades is coming, the event is set for May 21st through the 25th, and 100% delivered on what they promised. So I just wanted to bring some of that to you guys in perspective. We're excited. We are going to be building, supporting, and traveling here over the next 4 months as we all meet up once again for an amazing time in Punta Cana. I'm telling you, set your goal. How many people are going to be on your team? And then you want to get 10% of them minimum to that event. So if you have 100 people on your team, you want to get 10 people to that event. That's where the magic happens. That's where people's excitement grows. That's where people's belief, even if they believe now, when you get there and you actually see these guys in person and you see everything really up front and personal, your excitement and your belief grows. So let's set that as a goal. We've got the webinars Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in like 7 or 8 different languages. Make sure that you're driving people there. We've got all of the videos, all of the resources. We have the CFX marketing system. Guys, if you have not invested in your business and bought the CFX marketing system, you're missing out. It's got everything you need to tell and sell the story. You don't have to do anything other than frame that message and send people to your funnel. It's got all of the emails. It's got all of the videos. In fact, they're releasing, you guys heard about this, they're releasing version 2, which is going to give you the ability to make your own little videos. I'll help you make those videos. Your testimonial videos, will do editing. I'll make sure that you guys have all that. So if you're going to shoot your own testimonial videos and you need help, don't comment here. Don't never comment here if you need something from me, because it's so hard to come back and check these comments. Just shoot me a message. Best platform is WhatsApp, because Facebook is whack lately. In fact, I don't know if you guys noticed this. They let me back into Facebook by verifying my ID, but none of you guys are seeing my posts. I was getting anywhere from 75 to 150 likes on all of my Facebook posts, plus the 50-60 comments from engagement, and nobody's liking and commenting on it now, like 3 to 5, because they're not showing my posts from my Facebook wall in your news feed. So absolutely whack. But message me if you need help. That's about it, guys. We're real. We're here to stay. Oh, we've got the app coming out. 2020 is going to bring a CashFX app, mobile app, to the App Store. I mean, these are the things. April is the time frame for the launch of The Office, with a ribbon cutting where you guys can literally go out there and fly out there and check it out for yourself and see. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be one of the most beautiful Forex global headquarters anywhere in the world. And so I just wanted to get this video out to you guys. Put some things into perspective, get you guys excited, make sure that you understand what we have is real, and that we're not going to find anything. Don't get distracted. We're not going to find anything in the space as good as CashFX. Don't let people try to convince you otherwise. Don't let them try to bash mouth CFX to pick up their business. There is no better time, no better company than CashFX right now in the space. We are building a legacy company. You guys are the pioneers. We are the CashFX Power Team, the largest team, the fastest growing team, the #1 team in CashFX. Get back to the person that shared this video with you. Lock in your spot, because we're going to 100,000 members, baby. Woo! Appreciate everybody, all your hard work, all of your support, all of your messages. We'll see you in the next video.